saw my fire glow. I loved too deep, too often, more than they could ever know. They said I fell too quickly, they said I broke too fast, but every single heartbreak still taught me love can last. I was more than their headlines, more than their lies. I was a storm with velvet thunder in my eyes. I was the crown they couldn't steal from me, the rose that bloomed despite the thorns they'd see. I'm Elizabeth Taylor, flawed but divine. I'm the chaos, the beauty, the blurred outline. I'm the fire that burns through heartbreak and fame, the girl they tried to tame but never could name. I'm the queen of the ashes, the pearl in the pain. I'd fall for love's madness again and again. Each vow I whispered was a chapter I wrote. Each tear that I cried was a love that I chose. They counted my lovers like sins on a page, but love was my language, not a thing to cage. I walked through betrayal, I kissed bitter rain, I danced in the ruins, and I'd do it again. They saw the diamonds, but never the scars. They saw the spotlight, but not my wars. I was not porcelain, I was iron and flame. I was the story they never could frame. I was devotion wrapped in sin's disguise, a hurricane hiding in emerald eyes. I'm Elizabeth Taylor, flawed but divine. I'm the chaos, the beauty, the blurred outline. I'm the fire that burns through heartbreak and fame, the girl they tried to tame but never could name. I'm the queen of the ashes, the pearl in the pain. I'd fall for love's madness again and again. Let them talk, let them write what they choose. I'm not a tragedy, I'm the woman who refused to be silent, refused to stay small, refused to apologize for wanting it all. I was Cleopatra, I was thunder and silk. I was heartbreak wrapped in honey and milk. They called me too much, but I called it enough, because I never once settled for lesser love. If reckless means fearless, then that's what I am. I'd rather chase storms than live where I stand. I'd rather break 100 times than never feel a thing. I'd rather lose everything than never be queen. I'm Elizabeth Taylor. They called it scandal, I called it soul. I built empires from pieces they stole. I wore their judgment like perfume on my skin, and walked through their fire just to feel love again. They said she's impossible, they said she's too much, but they never felt the hunger behind every touch. I wasn't chasing crowns, I was chasing a spark, a reason to keep loving in a world gone dark. And if they think I was foolish, then let them believe. I'd rather be foolish than afraid to dream. I never needed approval to write my song. I've been misunderstood, but I've been strong all along. 'Cause I'm Elizabeth Taylor, the queen of the brave. I rise from the ashes they built as my grave. I'm the love they can't label, the storm they can't chain. I bloom in the heartbreak, I dance in the rain. I'm the echo of passion they try to erase, but legends like me never fade into space. Every heartbreak was a teacher in disguise. Every ending, a rebirth beneath silver skies. I wore gowns like armor, mascara like war paint. But beneath the glamour, I was sinner and saint. They saw the diamonds but missed the cost. They saw the victories, never the lost. And though they tried to define me with every word they'd say, I wrote my own story in my own way. I was love's believer, I was fate's wild child. Too bold to be broken, too free to be mild. And even when silence was all that remained, I found beauty in the echoes of pain. 'Cause I'm Elizabeth Taylor, the queen of the brave. I rise from the ashes they built as my grave. I'm the love they can't label, the storm they can't chain. I bloom in the heartbreak, I dance in the rain. I'm the echo of passion they try to erase, but legends like me never fade into space. Let them talk, I was never theirs to define. I was chaos and beauty intertwined. I was fire and velvet, a diamond in dust, a woman who shattered but still chose to trust. I was the heartbreak they couldn't contain, the thunder that roared through silence and shame. I was the dream they tried to deny, but even broken wings remember how to fly. And when the lights fade and stories are told, they'll speak of a woman too fearless to fold. Not just a lover, not just a star, but a heart that kept burning no matter the scars. I'm Elizabeth Taylor, I don't disappear. I'm the voice in the silence you'll always hear. I'm the heartbeat of courage, the soul of desire, the woman who walked through the deepest fire. Through the rise and the ruin, the love and the pain, I fall into passion again and again. And if they call me reckless, I'll smile through the shame, for I was never meant to play their tame little game. I was Elizabeth Taylor, more than they see, a storm, a legend, a woman